Why take one vacation with the family when you could take all of them? With Royal Caribbean, you don't just go to the beach. You visit a private island and race down the tallest water slide in North America. You don't just go for a road trip. You ATV and zip line through the jungle. You don't just go somewhere new. You rappel down waterfalls and discover ancient temples. Because this isn't just any vacation. This is all the vacations. Come seek the Royal Caribbean. Ships Registry, Bahamas.
Start your wellness journey at Whole Foods Market, where it's Jumpstart January through the 16th. Stock up on supplements with some of the year's biggest savings. Plus, save on air-chilled organic boneless skinless chicken breasts, organic Honeycrisp apples, organic large Hass avocados, and more. And since Whole Foods Market is the only certified organic national grocer, it's easy to make them your wellness destination. Jumpstart your January now at Whole Foods Market.
Hey, y'all, guess what time it is? It's the Grawlix Saves the World time.
All right, the Grawlix saves the world.
That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're getting big. Our worries are mixed. Let's have some cake. While the Grawlix saves the world. We're getting big. Our worries are mixed. Let's have some cake. While the Grawlix saves the world. We're getting big. Our worries are mixed. Let's have some cake. While the Grawlix saves the world.
Hello, happy holidays. Welcome to the pod. Welcome to the Grawlix annual Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you need it to be party.
Yes.
It's good to see you guys. Happy holidays.
Who are you?
Who are you? Do you remember how we do the podcast? You say your name at the beginning.
Let's do it again.
And you get so mad.
No,
you get
don't do it
so
again.
mad if we go out of order.
No, don't
so
do
we're
it again.
just
My name is Adam
pensive
Caton
hostages
Holland.
over here.
My name is Adam Caton Holland.
My name is Ben Roy.
I'm so just dominated by the holiday spirit that I forget my
You do.
manners.
It makes
I forget
sense.
my intros.
It makes sense.
I love the holidays, and I don't even want to talk about that stuff. I just want to get to hang out with you
The
guys.
other thing that people who are listening are probably noticing already is that we're back in person together.
In person.
It's the Grawlix GloboCorp annual holiday party.
And
we're all here.
A party. It's everybody's here.
It's mandatory.
Well,
Attendance is
yeah,
mandatory. So it's the three of us and producer Ron.
Yeah,
And we
are
dock
in.
pay. We dock pay if you miss this.
Yeah,
month.
you can't just decide to not. The DJ's here. 2 DJs.
We got 2 DJs for the party.
DJ battle, yeah,
They're
just for the
competing
three of
right
us.
now with discordant genres of music just going.
Yep.
And it's pretty chaotic and kind of schizophrenic in here.
When we do this so early in the morning, it has to be a silent disco type thing. So we've each got an earpiece in right now with the DJ battle jam. So 2 DJs, 1 earpiece.
Yep.
While we're talking
I'm
into
getting
mice.
Du Hast in this ear.
Ooh.
And in the other ear, Satellite by DMB. And that's just kind of what a vibe. What a
Du
vibe.
hast satellite.
Du Hast Satellite.
Du
Cool.
hast B.
Cool. Well, we have a fun challenge this episode that we're going to get to shortly.
Wait. You're just
I'm
getting
just
right to the
teasing.
fun. No, motherfucker.
Sorry,
You're getting
sorry,
the
I'm
thumbs
the
up.
special
You're getting the
sport. I'm
thumbs
doing
up.
what Ron asked us to do
Yeah,
and
teacher's
tantalizing
pet.
the
You
listener.
fucking dork.
We
No
have
one-
2 rules for the holiday party. Attendance is mandatory. Ron has no clout, only at the holiday party. Every other episode, Ron, Iron Fist. This episode, no sir.
I'd worry that the listeners thought that the challenge was going to be related to dueling DJs, and we're just going to lose people.
Yeah, we all have to make a sweet mixtape.
we
already did that one.
Yeah, I know, but I mean like a DJ mixtape. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Like mashups.
Here's another challenge. We're trying to improve the world. We each have to go out and in 1 week have to kill a DJ.
Whoa.
oh, dude,
There's a
that's
DJ
cool.
supply store right by where I get magic cards,
You
so
can
I
just
know
head out there.
I know the primo hunting ground.
So you're going for like a sniper parking lot
Yeah,
situation.
first I got to camouflage myself, get some hot pink, maybe some a baby blue flat brim baseball cap, and I'll just lay down in some trash with my 50
Did you hear
cal.
Andrew bad the big old trip hop DJ?
You might as well
this
call
morning.
this episode the fentanyl challenge because it's killing DJs.
Okay. All right. Well, how many? That's our first write-up at the Grawlix GloboCorp Christmas
Was that
party.
wrong? Is that a, do I need to see
It's not a holiday party if someone doesn't say something pretty
I'm sorry, guys. I've started
problematic.
drinking pretty early. I got excited for the party.
It is.
I've been
It's
pre-gaming in my
10:30
car
in the morning,
parking
and
lot.
Adam is hammered right now. He's already. He's the only guy who tailgates a Christmas party.
Well, it's embarrassing, too, because this is at my house, and Katie said, well, you're not drinking at 8 a.m., are you? And I said, well, it's a holiday party. And she said, don't do it in the house. So I've been sitting in my car in the driveway.
And the saddest thing, he's drinking out of his world's best dad mug.
Yeah.
And you smell that Captain Morgan's coming out of there. It's sad. It's
I
heartbreaking.
tell you what, though, he had the tailgate of the Escape open, and he's been doing some prime kielbasa's out of the back of that thing on a Coleman grill. And I got to tell you, right in the driveway, you burned Malcolm's hand pretty bad. But I got to tell you,
I let him man the grill. He's 3. It's his turn.
yeah. But your world's best dad mug. How much gin is in that right now?
Oh, half coffee, half gin. Can I tell you guys, Malcolm was so excited to see you today.
What?
Because we have a Grawlix Saves the World sticker on his door to his bedroom, and he's with a lot of other things on that door. And at night, we say goodnight to things around the room, and that's like one thing we say goodnight to. So I've said goodnight, Dada, and then we say goodnight, Himiny and Jiminy.
Ah,
And that's who you two are to him.
we're Himiny and Jiminy.
Yeah,
but
and-
who am I?
You're Himiny.
You're
I'm
Himiny, I'm
Himiny,
and
Jiminy.
he's Jiminy.
I wanted to be Himiny. It turns out I'm Jiminy.
You're Jiminy.
Yeah, you've got a. You definitely. There's a duality to Jiminy's that you.
I'm a
Yeah.
Jiminy.
Well, anyway, I'm telling you.
I'm in the candle and crystal store. I'm looking for something for a Jiminy.
I mean, the second I woke up, he's talking about Himiny and Jiminy. When he's grilling, he's talking about Himiny and Jiminy. When he's refilling my cup of gin, he's talking about Himiny and Jiminy. So he was so excited to see you guys.
Himiny and Jiminy.
He's so funny. He's getting so big. He doesn't come to the Christmas parties anymore. He's not allowed
Since
at
the
them.
incident.
The incident, and we won't.
He shit and puked himself when he was 1 year
He was
old.
one. I mean, it seemed par for the
disgusting.
course.
You get a 5-year infraction.
Well, and the
Bam.
worst part, he did it all backwards. I mean, he puked in his diaper and he shit all down the front of his shirt. You don't see that a lot.
You don't see that a lot. And I thought he was kind of like a prodigy, but then it kept happening and I got concerned.
Yeah.
Okay, well, listen, I just wanted to establish how excited my son was. Andrew, you can get to the challenge now.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the challenge that I am presenting. You have to bring a homemade dish, classic holiday party. Bring a homemade dish, share it with the group. Sounds not that challenging, but think of the last time you got invited to a work holiday party that you were asked to bring a dish. You probably didn't want to make a homemade dish.
Well,
You're stopping
especially
off.
during COVID time. We're all putting our hands in each other's pies, so to speak, today.
Yeah,
It's a real risk.
that's true. That's
so to speak, huh?
Yeah. So to speak.
So to speak.
It's a CO2 container company I'm trying to get to sponsor us. I figured I'd work it in pretty organically. So to speak.
So to
Yes,
speak.
yeah. I know they do.
It's the only sparkling water for podcasters, so to speak. It's truly insufferable. It's maybe the worst company that's ever been created.
I love this
Oh,
peppermint
dude,
so to speak. It's my favorite flavor.
I have a so to speak at home. Things broke down twice on me, you know?
Well, so to speak, if you're listening, send us a new one or send Ben a new one. Mine's humming. It's doing great.
But I love the idea of a company called So to Speak. No, did you all? When was the last time you had a job that you had?
Just period. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Just period. Where you had a potluck. I mean, I don't even.
I don't
Let me
even remember.
think. I mean, that I went to. I've had jobs at Bollocks and I ducked out of. I'm trying to think of
Comedy
the
Works
last
has their
time.
annual Christmas holiday party, but you're not required to bring
It's usually not a
anything.
potluck.
It's not a potluck.
They
I worked
used to
at
have a summer
Westward
party
before
that was kind of a potluck, right? There used to be a Comedy Works summer party.
That probably would have been it, like the Comedy Works party and
I
the
feel like
like
it
the
was a
summer
potluck.
party. It was a
July
4th of July
Yeah.
party.
Yeah.
And I'm an orzo salad kind of guy normally.
I could see that 10 miles away looking at you.
I like
You're
to
an
bring-
orzo salad?
I like to bring a nice orzo salad. I think it's
Do you ever pivot to an Israeli couscous?
problem is they're a little too big. I'm a traditional couscous. You get a couscous that big in my mouth. What am I eating here?
Yeah, it's a
You know what I
mouthful.
mean?
It is a mouthful.
Yeah, but I don't get me wrong, but I'm more of a Middle Eastern couscous kind of guy. Give me the little ones.
Geopolitically, it's a nicer stance.
And it also much easier. I don't like having to chew a couscous. You know,
Oh, you just swallow it whole like sand.
Yeah,
It's like a pelican taking
Ben's
down
over
a
here.
fish.
Yeah, Ben's over
Just-
here. Just slow swallowing a big mouthful of couscous.
Yep. Yeah, when did you ever? I can't imagine you as a potluck person.
Yeah, like I said, I usually dodge them. That's why this is part of the challenge.
Although Andrew does like to host, and Andrew likes to cook and has barbecues and stuff.
And when we were filming Those Who Can't, you were the most likely to bring things you had made or baked into the writer's room. You would bring food regularly. Oh, yeah.
You're quite kind.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that.
I don't want to surprise you, Andrew, but you're pretty kind.
Oh, all right.
Oh, damn it. That was
All right, I like this challenge. However, because Andrew just sort of completely bailed on a pie baking challenge that we were proposing the other
fucking
night.
shit.
And
Yeah.
we talked about this, and I don't want to get back into it. Andrew's
No,
like, read
we
the
can get
text.
into it. We can get into
We're
it.
not getting back into
We're
it.
not
we don't have
getting
enough
back
time.
into it. We don't. I think everybody got the
However,
clip
Andrew
notes.
presented a pie baking challenge.
I did not
and
even
the night
present.
before,
I didn't even
bailed on it.
present the
Yeah,
challenge.
Bailed on it.
The only thing flakier than the crust would have been was Andrew.
I love what you just did. No, what I was going to amend the challenge and not make it a pie challenge because we all know Andrew will run out the door if we present that.
Jesus.
I'm saying a pastry, like a
Any kind of a
home-
dessert.
A dessert.
A dessert.
Yeah.
A dessert.
Okay.
Homespun dessert.
Bring a dessert
for the
to the
Grawlix
holiday party.
GloboCorp holiday party.
What are the French little dicks, the little fingers?
Eclairs.
Fingers? What are you talking about?
The little dick pastries. They're a little.
This is how Ben orders,
No,
though,
I think I know
at
what
the
you're talking
patisserie. Yeah, give me a handful of little French dicks. What are those called there?
I know what you're talking about, and I can't hit upon it. It's like 3 fingers or something is the name of the...
Yeah.
It's a translation for that.
I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking
Le
about.
fromage déjeuner?
Un petit foutoir.
Le petit pénis.
Echo militaire.
Minuscule.
Well, Ben, figure it out and make that for the second half.
Yeah, I think I'm going to come with something like
What is
that.
it?
Lady fingers.
Lady
Lady,
fingers.
what are you talking? You don't know what lady
No, but
fingers?
there's a French term for the little the little pastries.
You ever
they
see
make.
that French tower of little pastries that
Yes.
they're like tiny little eclairs, they're cream puffs, and they just stack and stack and stack, and then oh man,
By the way,
One of
my
you guys should
son
do that.
is
That?
one of you guys should do that.
so into little pastry, the SoundCloud rapper.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
His newest album. Oh my God, you don't listen to Little Pastry?
No, I don't. What's it?
I worry about the crowd little pastries running with in this
Yeah.
whole fentanyl.
Yeah. You got Adam's pulpit today, but it's his cause, and he's really
It's just
got
not a
behind
good time
this.
to be recklessly doing those drugs. That's all I'm saying, yo.
Yeah.
So we have made homemade desserts and brought them to this party.
Are you just letting the listener in on this? Like,
Yeah, we're at the holiday party.
okay,
and
so
and
all right, our cards are down. We knew this challenge was coming.
we don't know what we brought.
We haven't seen him. I haven't seen yours. You haven't seen mine.
Unsurprise. Let me ask you this.
I hated that. I
Let me
hated
ask
that.
you this.
I didn't like that at all.
Liked it. I was piggybacking your French kick.
Yeah, but it was the lean back.
Surprise.
Yeah.
I want to know how this challenge makes the world a better place.
Oh, you're baking. I mean, it is.
yeah.
Thanks, Ben. I guess we're ready for the second half.
Don't even elaborate. No one wants to hear it.
Bacon.
Oh, I got it. Baking.
The sad thing is, you could see the light come on his eyes, like he thought he had it.
It
And
is
then he
a,
just said bacon.
Yeah, it is a verb.
Yeah.
So
Ben honed in on what we're doing.
I know the answer to this one, guys. No,
doing.
I didn't say what are we doing for the challenge.
no. Baking is a great. It's one It's one, it's baking.
Yeah.
And number two, it's slowing the process down. It's getting to know the food you're making.
Okay.
There we go.
The
Here
other
he
thing
dances
is-
into it.
The other thing is, if you had a friend or somebody help you, or your child or something, it's a great way to spend time with the person in your life. You know, so the people in your life, if you're not married like myself anymore, you know, maybe it makes you feel a little more lonely. But maybe
I should
that's
say
something you have
there
to
were
get in
three
touch
rules.
with.
There were 3 rules. Attendance is mandatory. Ron has no clout here whatsoever, and Ben can't talk about us how he is.
Yeah, no one wants to hear it at a holiday party, especially from a sober person.
Okay.
There's a bar next door after the party. When this winds down, go have
I'll
it
just
out.
chew it down
This
more.
is fun time.
No,
Fun time.
I
Maybe
think
we can taste the tears in whatever you brought us to eat. Hey, this is salty. Is this a salted chocolate cake? Oh, no, just regular? Mm.
These little tiny French dicks are saltier than the ones I've had.
what are they called?
I think I can see what Ben
petit
eventually
valise.
got to. I
Right,
think
right. He landed it.
also bringing something homemade to share with other people. It's just a nice gesture, and it is challenging.
That's always been my favorite part of. I mean, Thanksgiving is a fucked up holiday. The way we've explained it and the way we've packaged it. But
here we go.
No. Hear that? No. But what I do love about it is I love holidays that are just, you know, hey, bring a dish.
Totally.
And
I agree.
I hate when people buy things for that. Like, just even if you're just putting a salad together, like, just throw something together. I feel like it shows that you put in time, you like invested in it. And I love Grawlix GloboCorp. You know, I'm a company man through and
100%.
through.
It's mandatory to say that.
No,
I know.
but Ben
You have
bleeds
to say
it. He really
yeah,
does.
but it's also, I mean, it is partially mandatory. We all have to say that at some point.
But I'll ask you this: when the party wraps up and it's a fucking mess as usual, who's there mopping afterwards?
Ron. And
Ron.
who
Ron.
is
Every
who told
time.
him to do that? I
Ben.
did. Yeah. And so
You and
All
I
right.
forget. We'd come in and be a fucking mess. Ben said, "Ron, go fucking mop it up." I forget every year.
well, okay. So I guess what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little bit of a break, and when we come back, we're gonna try each other's desserts, see whose was the best, and then we'll judge on that. If for some reason there's a tie, we'll let that piece of shit.
Hey,
Ron,
holiday
well, he's not in the
attitude,
room. He's
holiday
back
attitude.
doing key bumps.
You could say
He's gonna
we'll
die
be
tonight.
we'll be receiving our just desserts, huh? Right?
Why would he? I thought it was a great
I gotta
intro.
go. I gotta go get some more punch.
So to speak.
We're going to take a quick break and listen to some stand-up comedy. When we come back, we're going to try our holiday treats, but I dug into the vault on this one, pulled out one of my favorite comics clips. This dude doing stuff no one's ever done
Gaffigan.
before. No, better. Guess.
Alf.
Not Alf. Close, though. It's television's Ben Roy.
Oh my God, I love that guy.
I love
Wow.
this dude.
I love
And
him.
you're going to love this clip.
Yeah.
And when we come back, this party goes to fucking 11. Enjoy.
I used to drink and do Klonopins. Okay? I had a pill problem. I loved to eat Klonopins, wash them down with whiskey, which is the chemical equivalent of unreading books. It makes you so fucking stupid. And if you call somebody because you've OD'd on a benzo, it is all hands on fucking deck. You ring the phone and it's like, what's up? Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, hey, I took too many Xanax and I'm kind of graying in and out. Okay, hey, hold on a second. All right, just 1 second. Hold on a second. Honey, call the ambulance. Ben took too many pills again. Listen, I need you to stay on the fucking line with me, okay? You're gonna be fine. Why did you do this? What's going on? Are things bad? What's happening? Everybody cares. They'll even take you to lunch the next day. But if you take too many edibles and you call somebody, you get this. Hey, what's going on? What's up? Yeah, hey, I'm in my bedroom alone, and I've taken too many marijuana edibles. Dude, are you there? Yeah, I'm just fucking with you. I'm still here. But seriously, don't ever call me this late again. And then they hang up on you. Because everybody knows you're not gonna fucking die if you take too much of this shit. The worst that's gonna happen is you're just gonna be spiritually waterboarded for 4 fucking hours. Which is what happened. I live with a roommate now, and I fucking lost my mind. I was in the room just like, losing my shit, and I needed to calm down. And the first thing that pops in my mind is something that'll calm me down. My brain just goes, the Great British Baking Show. That's what you need. And I was like, fuck yeah, I do. It was like the clouds parted. And Paul Hollywood's hand reached out. And I was like, Paul, what are you doing here? And he's congratulating me on the cake I made, because it's not stodgy at all. I don't even know what the fuck stodgy means. But I watch so much Great British Baking Show now, I use it to describe everything. If I'm having sex, don't pump it too hard, it's stodgy.
Why take one vacation with the family when you could take all of them? With Royal Caribbean, you don't just go to the beach. You visit a private island and race down the tallest water slide in North America. You don't just go for a road trip. You ATV and zip line through the jungle. You don't just go somewhere new. You rappel down waterfalls and discover ancient temples. Because this isn't just any vacation. This is all the vacations. Come seek the Royal Caribbean. Ships Registry, Bahamas.
Start your wellness journey at Whole Foods Market, where it's Jumpstart January through the 16th. Stock up on supplements with some of the year's biggest savings. Plus, save on air-chilled organic boneless skinless chicken breast, organic Honeycrisp apples, organic large Hass avocados, and more. And since Whole Foods Market is the only certified organic national grocer, it's easy to make them your wellness destination. Jumpstart your January now at Whole Foods Market.
Welcome back to the annual Grawlix GloboCorp holiday party. It's getting wild. It's getting wild. We are in the second half of our favorite holiday party of the year. Ben, describe what the DJs are doing.
Well, it's hard to describe. They're kind of human centipeding
They
each
are.
other.
They are.
Emotionally.
Yeah, one's head is definitely crowning into the others.
Where did we get these guys?
I don't know, but they are good because the mix right now I have got.
What you got coming into
I've got
opposite
Careless
ears?
Whisper, and they're doing like a mashup with the Ghetto Boys,
Whoa.
which is not
Going
something
way
I've
back.
ever
Yeah,
heard.
going way
of.
I
back.
really like
Yeah,
that.
the GETO Boys. You remember the
I
Ghetto
mean, you could
Boys?
put the sax hook from Careless Whisper in anything. It's gonna that
It's
recipe
playing.
is gonna work.
It is playing in here.
I've
and-
got Feliz Navidad, which is nice, but I'm the fire starter. Touch the fire starter. And it's like, what are you guys doing?
I have two funny ones too, but we have a plate of treats.
And we all knew that you did, and thank you for keeping it profesh.
His riffing.
So I like that.
That's next level.
Yeah, it
type
is
riff,
next level.
Where you don't go into details.
Yeah, I riffed out of the riff.
Yeah.
He ripped on onto like actual content that we need. So,
Yeah, yeah.
so bring it back, Andrew.
Yeah. But we are back
We're
again.
here. It's time for dessert. We skip. Everyone knows Grawlix GloboCorp potluck. There are no entrees.
No,
There's
it's all dessert.
There's no
That's
cocktail
what they say
weenies.
about our podcast.
It's just dessert, and it's too rich. And I've gotten sick.
We made our way down the potluck table and each took an item to try here, and we've got a plate. I'm gonna take. We gotta
plate.
get some photos.
So
Yeah,
who's
so-
going to go first? Who's going to describe
I can go
their
first.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'll go
wait.
first.
So Andrew is gonna go first, and what a nice looking plate these.
Yeah, you'd be lucky at any potluck. Three distinct. There's three
There's three distinct
desserts
choices.
here. We definitely did not piggyback on each other's ideas. We've got some sort of a loaf. We've got some sort of cake. We've got a cookie. I brought the cookie. These are pignoli cookies, which are Italian pine nut cookies. I've never made this recipe before.
What?
I've enjoyed them. They're also gluten-free because I contacted my best friend, Ben Roy, and asked him what sensitivities he had. He said he avoided gluten. I said, I'm going to make this recipe special from my best friend Ben.
Well,
a lot of
what I
people
says
listen to the
him, he
pod.
says,
They
"What's-"
think
he says, "What sensitivity do you have?" I says, "Other than Pearl Harbor jokes," and he.
Which I agree are not funny.
They're not funny.
I agree with
that
that.
joke
They're not
crossed
funny.
the line, but the fentanyl riffs totally fine.
I says no Pearl Harbor jokes at this. If that's
It's a
what you're
dark
asking.
day. It lives in infamy still.
Yeah, he says no. I meant dietary. I says I gotcha. I says, but Pearl Harbor jokes do fall into a diet because they get my stomach getting. But then he asked me, and I say I try not to eat a lot of
Gluten. So
Yeah.
these are gluten free. I just really had to kind of bullshit the recipe. I didn't find a gluten free recipe for pinoli
For
cookies.
pignolis.
I just
Beautiful
workshopped it out.
pronunciation.
But
You really are.
Pignol.
so yeah, exactly. So
Can I ask you something?
for my
bef-
best friend Ben, a lot of people listen to the pod. They think Adam and Ben are best friends. Ben and I are best
Yeah,
friends.
very
clearly,
close. Very close. I haven't been to your house in years. Now,
It all comes out at the holiday
I
party, doesn't
don't
it?
even know where you live,
You
so I
don't
couldn't
even-
visit you if I wanted to.
you don't ask me to come over or invite me over for anything.
Well, enough fucking foreplay. Can we fuck already with this pig
All
nose?
So
right,
let's
try
try these.
All right, I'm going to go 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
It's not jumping into a cold pool. Jesus.
A very mouthy bite.
You just want to backhand it. This fucking bite, this mouthy ass bite comes up
I'll
to
tell
me.
you, I don't want to just cast judgment because it's an Italian cookie,
Andrew.
but it's pretty mouthy.
I want to sound the earnestness horn. I know we
God.
said we weren't going to do that in the break because we were so heavy-handed with
Wouldn't
it.
be a holiday party without Ben getting a little earnest, would it?
We be.
I'm-
Hey, everybody, stop the music! Can you sound the earnestness horn every fucking year?
I love this team.
I want you guys to know this is fucking fantastic, truly unique. It's there is a type of cookie that this reminds me of.
Oh, shut up, Ben. There's no way you'll figure that out.
It's the French Little Dicks.
We don't have enough time in the back half for Ben to fucking figure out what cookie this reminds him of. Old James Beard over here.
No, it's aromatic. It's got there's and everybody. I want everybody to know a handshake from me. In this episode is everything. If I shake your
We're
hand,
doing British
okay,
baking style. You get the
Okay.
handshake.
Okay.
You can go home happy.
you can
home
go
in.
fuck. You go home and fuck.
Wow.
Okay, but this is fantastic, Andrew. This is. I'm sorry.
Did you toast?
Oh my god!
I'm giving him
Oh
the-
my god!
I'm
I'm
giving
getting
him
the
the-
Getting the
handshake.
handshake?
Yeah.
I'm getting the handshake.
This
Whoa.
is fantastic. I like the texture. Little kind of chewy.
Definitely chewy, and it's in my teeth still.
Yeah, it's basically almonds, and almonds.
Okay.
And pine nuts and some sugar and some aromatics. But
That's going to be the name of your nut shop you're opening. Right?
almonds, and a little pine nuts.
Did you?
I just sell the two kinds of nuts.
Did you toast the almonds?
No, so it's almond flour and almond paste.
Okay.
I
Didn't even know that was a
substituted
thing.
the regular flour with almond flour to make them gluten free. Normally, they're more of a cookie. If you use real flour, they would not be quite so dense and
These
chewy.
are
But
fucking fantastic.
They're really good.
They're very
really
good.
good. And I'm a hater. I hear gluten free. I roll, yawn. Not what I want in a dessert. But this is tasty, and I wouldn't be able to tell that this is gluten free.
It's very
nice.
good, very good, very like good flavor. I think it's the almonds that are.
Yeah, I think it's the almonds too.
Yeah, that's the
It's the only
almonds.
ingredient.
it's the only option. Yeah, it's either the almonds or the sugar. Really,
You guys,
I didn't think it was the Campari.
you guys.
I put a little
Baking,
lemon peel in there
okay?
too.
baking.
Baking. Thanks for bringing it home.
But I love a pinoli cookie, so I'm glad that these.
Well, you did a really good
I
job.
was
These are
really
excellent. I can't believe.
shitting in the kitchen.
Yeah, and you just figured out this recipe on your own?
Well, like I said, I just subbed out. I just kind of like went on Google to be like, all right, how do you sub out almond flour for regular flour? People said you go 1-to-1, but you add more egg. So I went 1-to-1
I
and
don't
I add
know.
more
I
egg.
think almonds, and pine nuts has a chance in Rift City the way he riffed this.
If anyone out
recipe.
there's got deep pockets and feels like a little holiday investment, Andrew's got an idea and a lot of time.
Yeah, he does. It's gonna
Story of
be-
my life.
Yeah.
You really summed me up on that one.
All right.
Every day.
That was a great one. All right.
So yeah, I'm glad these turned out because it was really like the dough was way too wet. I'd add some flour and then it was.
It's a really good cookie.
It's
man.
a great cookie. Very good.
Yeah. I'll go
Adam?
next. I'll go next. Listen, you guys know I don't bake much at all. Baking is not a thing I do very much. So I decided not to be that ambitious, but to just go with what I love, which is a good banana bread. I love banana bread. Since I was a little boy, I loved banana bread, and I just decided I'm going to make it how I like it, and I put in walnuts and chocolate chips.
Ooh.
It's not gluten-free. I didn't ask Ben about his sensitivities, which is
because you're not best friends. It's cool. No,
Well,
it makes sense. I make the cookie special for my best friend.
I'm going to start off by saying just giving a finger push down on the bread, feeling the consistency.
Ooh, is this how you test it?
There's some nice air in there.
Oh, yeah. If this was
There
a mattress, this is an easy $2,000 mattress.
Oh, definitely.
If I was a mouse, I would want to
contour.
sleep on this.
No, this would contour to a mouse's body, and he would be
Paul
so
and
comfortable.
Prue
with this.
love to point out that the big thing to look for is whether or not it got stodgy down at the bottom, and it's not. You've got good air bubbles. You've got a good little crust all the way around it. I've said that for a while. You got a nice little crust on you.
Yeah, I do. One of the best crusts in comedy.
Yeah, and so I'm liking this so far. I can't
Although
wait to
in
dig
mine, and I'm not nitpicking, but if we are going British baking show,
Yep.
it looks like all my chocolate chips settled to the bottom, which is not a
for
big
mine.
deal.
For
Not
sure,
a
I
big deal.
understand that.
The correlation doesn't equal causation because mine are here up near the top.
Yours are distributed all
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
Maybe
My
you
slice
think
and
the
mine
top
are
is the bottom.
dis-
His are
distributed as
distributed.
well.
So I'd say 2 out of 3. Actually, we don't even know if you're showing the upright.
What are you talking about?
Look at the
This
other
clearly,
side. Look at the
this
other
is-
side of that.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Chocolate chips
Yeah,
all over the
there's
place.
some there.
So
Okay.
don't
All right.
Be,
I
don't
rescind.
Be a dumb motherfucker.
I
this is
rescind
why.
it.
This
I
is
rescind
why
it.
he's not. You know what I mean? Why he doesn't ever judge baking contests around the Denver area. You and I.
This banana bread only has one side.
Yeah.
Fucking take a look.
You all know I can't see three-dimensional shapes, okay? I'm both colorblind
That is
and
one of Andrew's sensitivities.
shape
And I asked him in
blind.
baking, I said, are you cool if I do a three-dimensional dessert?
And I was like,
Because he
I'll fumble my way around it. That's why the world just looks like
I look, that's
paper
a
cutouts.
disability.
Yeah.
You cannot see three-dimensional shapes.
Yeah.
You're
You should
just
see
watching
Andrew.
around in Tron.
Andrew, you
Yeah,
eat
it's
a
tough.
slice of bread, he just goes down on it. He just licks the wall of it.
And then falls over.
All right, I'm trying.
I'm laying
trying
into
to
this
bite
bad
her.
boy.
right.
Ooh, it broke apart nice, Adam.
Good.
Ooh, I'm eating it with a fork like a real Philistine.
Oh, hot damn, Adam. Huh.
Ooh, just the smell. You got.
coming over.
Yeah, you
Wow.
got yourself a handshake.
Wow.
Adam. Damn, that is good.
Can I say, I have to give credit. I just took Katie's recipe. She has a recipe book and followed it to a T. So she handed me over her recipe book, and I followed the banana bread recipe, and I added chocolate chips because that's my little take
Well,
on it.
and that's dangerous because you're adding a wet ingredient and you don't know what's going to happen there.
and
chips
they've been
aren't
melting.
wet?
They've been melting for days. I left them
Oh,
in the
they don't
sun.
get wet.
I mean, they melt. They're not wet. You wouldn't call them a wet ingredient.
You would.
The handshake means nothing, doesn't it? Well, good. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it because I don't bake very much, but banana bread
This is very
You
good.
should make a
It's
banana
not the
bread more
hardest
often.
dish in the world, but I feel
But
like
you
it came together
executed it
nice.
well. You can still screw up. You can screw up anything when you bake. Baking is it's not like other cooking where you can kind of jazz it up in the kitchen. Baking is got
If
a
anything,
much
I've learned
lower
from the Great
threshold.
British Baking Show that sometimes doing the classics to a T will win you the challenge. And I think as just a straightforward, nice banana bread, good moisture, nice crust, nice color, doesn't get too stodgy at the
Yep.
bottom.
Yep.
I got to say, you knocked this out of the park.
Oh,
you
man.
earned that.
That feels
handshake.
really good.
Yeah,
Thank
this is
you for
better.
the handshake.
I'll get banana bread if they have it at a coffee shop, sliced up, ready to go. I'll get it 9 times out of 10 because
too.
I also like banana bread.
Yeah.
I'd say this beats any coffee shop banana
Man,
bread.
oh
I've
man,
had.
oh
That's a
man.
nice coffee
I'm
shop.
thrilled.
It's got a nice aftertaste.
To be fair, he's been getting his coffee at oil change centers at Valvoline Quick Lubes.
And
He's
they're
not-
not selling the banana bread. It's in the back. I just see that it's in the back. I'm like, hey, mind if I get a piece of that banana bread?
Well, that's
And they're like, this isn't banana bread. This is pumpernickel. This is my lunch. But they give me a piece, and it's terrible
Quite
banana
a bit
bread.
better than pumpernickel, isn't it?
Well, I can tell it's a success because the DJs have made their way over to the table
Yeah.
and
There
are
they
eating
go.
little
Yeah.
slices of the banana bread.
Yep.
So, like, when the staff approves, that's always...
Yeah.
Banana bread is such a great second act for bananas. Like I feel like bananas is a fruit. I'm not that interested in them. I could give a shit. You can go out and quietly die on my counter. But wait, as you're dying, boom, you get to live again in banana bread, and everyone loves it.
That's right. Banana
Everyone
bread is
enjoys
what
it.
Bananas, when bananas go to the DMV and say, I'm going to be an organ donor.
So they're heroic.
Yeah.
The bananas that are in this are heroic. No, it's funny you say that because I've never made banana bread in my life, despite enjoying it my whole life. Never made it.
This is your first time?
Ever.
Oh, wow.
And seeing, but I know how that you freeze the bananas, they get kind of turned black in the freezer, and then you. So I was always like, well, that's gross. They're spoiled bananas. I figured there was some magic that happened in the baking that made them sweet again. I'm taking those bananas out. They smell delicious, even like before you put them in the bread. I had no idea.
Well, that's because
so they're
when
nice
they
and
get
soft.
sweeter.
Yeah, they
too.
get sweeter
They
and
get
softer.
Yeah, I
lot of
wanted to
those sugars.
flambe those motherfuckers.
Oh, dude.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. You like to flambe, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's good. I'll finish this piece.
Hell yeah. I like this.
Cool.
I like the honestness with which you said that.
Hell yeah,
I'll finish this piece.
It was sexual.
That's what they say
too.
in the British baking show too. They'll like if they like it, they're gonna eat
Yeah,
the whole thing.
I'm going to get down on this piece.
Ben,
Okay.
All right, last but not least.
Last one I made, and I don't think this will be as good as both of yours, but it was a big swing. I made a peanut butter chocolate brownie cake that is totally flourless. There is no flour in this at all of any kind. It is basically held together by butter,
Magic.
sugar, and cocoa.
and love.
It looks dense to the listener.
It is.
Have you ever made food out of Play-Doh? It
And
looks
then the
like
the
this.
frosting is this is all homemade. This is a peanut butter frosting, and I don't know how this is going to be.
Producer Ron raised this flag, and I'm going to ask. You don't seem like the type to do it. There's no edible shit in here, right?
No.
wouldn't? Okay.
I would not do that to you.
It is a holiday party,
Yeah,
though.
and producer
But-
Ron brought it up. We know you love
But
him. You know.
Ask me how high I was when I made this.
well,
we
you
have
sent
pictures.
some photographs that kind of alluded to
You're
it.
wearing only an apron, I think.
I was only wearing an apron, but I wanted to bake for you, and I don't like a lot of the stuff from my clothes to get in my baking. I'd rather it be
You'd
my
rather
body
your pubes
hair.
are just wafting around the
for
kitchen.
me. I want it to be from me and my skin.
That is such a Colorado question, though. Like, often in green rooms of comedy, there'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
like pastries and stuff, and I'm
Oh,
always
yeah.
like, are there drugs in this
There's
or
no
not?
drugs in this.
Okay.
Is there?
I
do
asked that in Texas. They had these cupcakes that looked very much like edibles in the green room, and I was like, "Oh, are these like CBD cupcakes?" And the guy was like, "No, that's illegal here." And I was like, "Oh, I forgot that there's still places
All
that's
right,
legal."
eat up.
Okay, well,
Okay.
let's try Ben's.
All right. Oh, it's dense. All right. It is
Oh,
like
man,
a brownie.
oh, man.
I mean, ooh,
That's very good.
that's rich.
It's very rich. You can't have a lot of this shit, or it's gonna topple you over the edge. Is it good though?
You telling me there's no flour in here?
There's no flour in there. I'm getting a handshake, which means nothing from Andrew, but it is
Glad to meet you, Andrew.
Oh, you're
Grawlix
just saying hi.
GloboCorp. Yeah, I'm in sales.
There's no flour in this motherfucker?
No flour at all.
Wow,
It's really good.
Yeah,
that's intense. Boy, peanut butter and chocolate, best friends. Best friends.
I want to give
best friends, huh?
I want to give Ben a handshake for this. However, you didn't shake my hand for the banana bread, despite
Oh, I
loving it.
forgot to actually.
Right,
Well,
but-
it was Ben's shtick.
You
too.
forgot, but I keep
was Ben's
score.
thing.
I'm constantly keeping score.
Would you guys like to see me shake my own hand again?
No.
You know
You
know
got
how
into
bad
so much
that-
trouble.
Yeah,
you used to do that on set of Those Who Can't, and we had numerous violations from
What's
from
in this
SAG.
peanut butter frosting? Is it just butter, peanut butter, and sugar?
And there is an egg in there. I think
In the
fluff it.
frosting?
This is really good. I'm going back.
It is a heavy, thick cake, but man, is this delicious.
Wow, Ben, this
Yes.
is very good. I want to shake your hand, but if I don't, then it's an equal score across the board. So I'm not shaking your hand.
I think I want to say this. I think we all nailed it, and this is going to be a hard vote for me.
It's really good.
That is intense. Yeah,
It's
I
very
mean,
good. It's intense.
I
though.
could take that as like a, it's like a truffle or something. That's the.
Ben called his shot. You're not going to eat a lot of this because every bite packs a very rich flavor into it.
Yeah.
So
There's a lot. You're right. You wouldn't have more than one bite.
Ben, yep.
What's that?
Ben's actually reaching over to my plate at this point.
Wow, Ben just housed his. I'm going back for the banana bread.
I mean, the banana bread is fan-fucking-tastic.
Well, I agree with what Ben was getting at. This is a 3 for 3. Well done, Team Grawlix. And I think it bodes well for the year 2022.
I think we all did an amazing job. I am going to cast a vote. I am going to cast a vote for one of these.
What?
And it may be what tie breaks us, because if you're, I gotta say, I think Andrew's cookie was just a little different for
Piece
me.
of shit.
I gotta say, I'm really into that. I think that would be my vote as number one, but very close behind it would be that banana bread.
Second place is the first loser. I'm a no fear kid.
You still wear those shirts?
Hell
don't you?
yeah. Also Big Johnson and co-ed naked volleyball.
I mean,
I just got a piece of walnut shell in the banana bread, but I still really like it.
Let's just cast the votes. It's getting worse all the time.
my vote for number one would be Andrew's cookie. Number two, very close, hard to decide, would be that banana bread.
Okay.
I would actually put mine third, only because I do think it is a bit dense and you can't eat a lot of it.
Yeah, my number one is this banana bread, even with the walnut shell that could have killed me. Is this the plan? Is this how you're going to get rid of me?
I bought a bag
Chopped
of
to death.
walnuts and chopped them up. It's not on me. That's the company that did that.
You know what? Let's give Kirkland a call.
I should have shopped at almonds, and
And
pine
we
nuts.
don't actually have walnuts.
Oh, that's
it's
the
right
thing, they
there in
don't
the
have
sign.
walnuts.
Almonds, and
How many
pine nuts.
people come in and they're like, hey, you all got macadamia nuts
You would
in
not
here?
believe it, and I could not have been clearer in the sign. And I'm gonna have to probably put something on the door itself that's like,
we're serious.
yeah, please, if you're looking for other nuts, go elsewhere.
All right. So what's your order again?
We beseech you.
Yeah.
If there's other nuts that you want, not here.
Hey, we got to hurry. I don't know how long I have to be awake. It's 11 a.m. and I've already eaten. All right.
Okay, if I had to rank them, I mean, I like the taste of this banana bread. Like I said, I'm also a fan of banana bread. So I've made my fair share. I've had a good amount. This is great banana bread. I'm going to put this number one.
Yeah.
Number two, it feels shallow to vote for myself. I'm going to go for this cookie. I like the Pignoli
it's not
cookies.
shallow. It's a good cookie. You can be
And-
proud of that one.
Ben's third, not for lack of being amazing, but again, it is that like I had the one bite and I was like, oh, I've had my treat for the day.
You
Kind
look
of,
tired, dude.
It met
You
all
look
of the
tired.
receptors in my brain. The registered dessert got toggled for
Okay,
sure.
listen. Because I love drama, this is not even how I feel. Ben, number one.
Whoa. Okay. But I'll take it even if it's not how he feels.
Me, number two. Andrew, number three. I
Wow.
believe that makes this a tie.
Again, yeah,
that
we tried to
means-
break it. So back to
So
Producer
we've got to
Ron.
bring producer Ron. At this
Yeah.
point, producer Ron, if he's even coherent from the cocaine.
Hi, I'm shaky.
Yeah.
I'm sweaty.
Where's
I've
your
got so
shirt?
much
What
shirt.
happened to your shirt?
I haven't been anywhere near the DJs at all, but Ben's stupid peanut butter flourless chocolate cake has got me over the moon, completely out of my mind right now. It hurt my teeth. It, like when I bit into it, it had that like so sweet that your teeth start to ache sort of situation going on. I'm going to give my honest answer and then I'm going to give my earnest answer. Honest answer for looks, preparation, taste, presentation, Adam's banana bread. I don't typically like banana bread with chocolate chips in it. Still loved this one. Delicious, delicious.
What a party. What a year.
Second place, only because they were a little brown on the bottom, a little more than I would have liked. Andrew's cookies. However, I've never had this kind of cookie before.
Pignoli.
I'm going to be say it again. How do you say it?
Pignoli.
Pignoli.
Pignoli. Love the pignoli. It's delicious. I'm going to be having more of those in my future. And by far the ugliest cake I've maybe ever seen in my entire life.
Wow.
If the slices, when you put it out on a slice, Ben's cake was beautiful, like a nice chocolate flourless
Did do
cake
two
with this
layers, yeah.
cool looking contrast to the peanut butter frosting. But the cake itself, when it was in its whole presentation,
couldn't get that frosting to be smooth.
It looked a little bit like a diaper situation on a plate. So with some toothpicks in it. I'll show some photos on Patreon.
Like a diaper that just woke up.
Like a diaper that just woke up. So for that reason alone, and the fact that I can't really feel my fingers anymore because I'm so jacked on sugar, I'm giving Ben in the third place. However,
Okay.
sound the earnestness horn.
You get back in the booth and sound the earnestness horn.
All right, hold on. Okay, there it is. I want to say you all did so very well. Compared to the Spring Fling cake, the very first live episode we ever did way back in May of 2020, you've all improved dramatically as far as your baking skills.
Ron,
you did really great. This is
I
delicious.
didn't want to get teary-eyed at this holiday party. That was one of the rules, but I'm getting...
Also, I'm really enjoying that I took Ben's microphone away from him and he can't talk right now.
It's one of the best holiday parties we've ever had.
Let's sort of just lavish ourselves in the silence of Ben for a little bit.
Andrew, how are you?
Yeah, how are you two doing?
Not great.
Yeah. It does. That's how it looks.
Yeah.
What's the cause? What's the root cause?
I mean, do you have the time?
Okay, we're going to give it back to Ben. This is the reason why we let Ben keep talking. All right, here you go.
Wow, Ben, welcome back.
I won an earnestness prize. I want to say something to Ron that I'm sorry I didn't make you a fuckboy treat. Okay, I didn't make you a treat
Now the real Ben's coming out.
that didn't.
He went in the bathroom with the DJs while Ron
talking
was
about his fingers, tingling. That's my fault. That there's 9 cups of sugar in there. Like that, I did that. I'm Paula Deen. Okay,
You've said some things in the past that were Paula Deen-esque.
I will say, I do.
You were a little lippy around that restaurant you owned for a while.
Mine was definitely it lagged towards the back a little bit because of it is sweet. But I agree with Dick Face Ron. Mm-hmm. And I want to say this. All of these were impressive. I mean, you guys crushed it. That cookie and that banana bread, I'll be telling people about that.
and boy, are they stoked. I picture Ben in a full grapple.
Hey, you got a minute?
Now Ben's at this jujitsu gym, got somebody in a full grapple. This fucking banana bread. Oh man, the
My fucking
buoyancy.
boys. My boys.
Now, you gotta imagine the person this bread came out of. I mean, that's a big piece of it. This is not a guy who looks like he bakes.
No.
Ben pulls
Above
up to a
the
red light on his motorcycle next to another guy with a motorcycle. Hey, you ever have a pinoli?
That's adorable. You think I stop at red lights on my motorcycle?
That's why you get a motorcycle.
What a
You don't
bad
have to stop
boy.
at red lights.
I do like mine.
Well, that's good. I agree with Ron. The growth that we've shown since our spring fling cake challenge is tremendous. And that's what the holidays and what Grawlix GloboCorp parties are about, is growth and reflection.
No one blows by a joke like you do.
I don't need to bask in my moment of triumph. I got other battles to fight.
Good. I've had way too much sugar.
You're still going.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah,
I
Ben-
agree. I do feel a little weird. I feel a little druggy.
Ben finished mine.
So there were no drugs in your cake? Just sugar is the drug.
Sugar and butter.
I would never do that. To
Well, I don't think that this episode and these parties are about competition, but I'm thrilled because I've never baked much, and that was a lovely experience. Malcolm helped me. I didn't do anything that ambitious. The pinoli is way more outside the box, especially gluten-free. However, I think I like baking. We played holiday music, and I baked banana bread with my son.
Nice.
Nothing wrong
That's
with
what
that.
I mean. I met up with Meg, who rock climbed.
Helped us climb.
My
Yeah.
good friend Meg.
She's like an ibex, that Meg.
oh my God. I says, I got to make a dessert. She says, come on over. Let's make this
She
thing.
climb in from the roof.
Yeah. She's staying up there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a 9C up the storm drain.
No, she was like, yeah, we'll make something. And so we just listened to tunes And it was
That's a
really
nice-
fun.
yeah.
It is. It's like fun to get together with a good friend and make some good food. And
I was totally alone for mine.
did you turn on the radio?
No,
Just deafening silence.
Yeah.
Just alone and silent.
Yeah,
making
just the sound. The
looking
clank.
up substitutions on Google.
So, do you think it made the world a better place?
Oh, wow. A real kind of somber note at the end of the party.
No music, totally alone. Andrew makes.
Anyway, one of these DJs is giving me a ride home. See you guys.
Well, I think this challenge speaks for itself. I really enjoyed this party, and I think it's very nice to make homemade dishes for your friends and share them. What's better than that?
No doubt. This was so fun just for the fact that we all got to make something and we're improving. We're clearly, we're getting better at the baking thing and cooking for yourself, cooking at home, always going to be better.
And Malcolm got to meet Himiny and Jiminy. Oh, I mean, he's met you, but to see you together. And then Romney. Romney's here.
Oh, yeah. Mitt
Romney. And Malcolm's like, there's a third. His mind's blown.
Producer Ron is, so it's, I'm Himiny.
Himiny, Jiminy, and Romney.
And Romney, Mitt Romney.
It's a big day for Malcolm, and it's a big day for all of us. I want to be sincere. Happy holidays to you guys.
Happy holidays
So
to
much
you.
fun at the
Happy
party.
holidays to everybody listening. You know what we should do? I'll post my recipe. Andrew, are you fine with posting the recipe?
I mean, I kind of improvised a bunch of it, but I'll kind of.
Can you write it down very methodically and spend a lot of time on it?
I'll just post what I think it was. But yeah.
Yeah, and I'll post the recipe for mine. Adam,
I got to ask the missus. This might be a secret recipe. I don't know, but if she's down, I'll post it.
okay.
Yeah.
And also people listening, let us know what your favorite recipes are for the potluck
Share
or
your
for the holidays. Share your secrets. Post them.
And how you cook it. Are you with friends? Are you with family? Are you alone in your kitchen, silent,
No
confused
music.
by the third dimension? Well, that's valid too.
You know how hard it is to take something in and out of the oven when you can't see the.
The fact that you even got a cookie
Third
on the
dimension?
fucking plate is a miracle.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
I mean, I keep my plates flat, and the cookies were pretty flat too. Luckily, it was.
I don't want to say it because I know it's not your fault, but I think your problems with dimensions, I think that's why you're alone. And
Wow, yeah. Yeah, I mean, to understand a human woman, like an actual three-dimensional human woman.
You
It's
can't
tough
act,
when you're confused.
yeah, you
and
can't act
see it.
baffled when she turns around.
You
or-
treat her. She turns sideways. Where is she? She's gone. She's
She
gone.
turns back around and you scurry away. You're frightened.
Yeah, it makes dating real difficult.
It makes everything pretty
You
hard.
never would think dimensions are such a big part of dating, but they are.
And
People
I think
talk
this
about
really
boundaries.
highlights-
It's dimensions, which are even more important.
It really highlights a cause that I think we should all get behind in the new year.
Yeah.
Is dimensional awareness.
Dimension blindness. And dementia is what it's known as.
Dementia with an S.
Yeah,
Dementia.
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 Yeah, it's what Andrew has, late stage dementia.
From late stage dementia, and it's tough. And I'm tired of sweeping it under the rug. It's a problem.
A rug he can't
Andrew's
even-
a real person.
And the only reason we can sweep it under the rug is because he doesn't understand.
It fits right under there. No problem at all. You wouldn't
I
even know
haven't
it's
been
there.
able to find a rug in years.
All right, I gotta do this. Let's take a quick break. Let's listen to some stand-up.
We're going to take
comedy.
another break. Listen to some live stand-up comedy from our show, The Grawlix, which goes down the last Saturday of every month at the Bug Theater. We got ourselves a humdinger of a clip
we
here.
really?
Buckle up.
Oh my God, we got him.
We got him.
Merry Christmas.
And when we come back, we have more show to come, including a little hint about next episode's challenge. Episode 50. We went out to eat before the show at this new restaurant, and I did what I always do in a new restaurant, where I gratuitously over order, where I'm like, oh, but that looks good too. I don't want to miss out on anything. So I ordered like a few appetizers, so I didn't finish my main sandwich. So I ended up with like half a sandwich and like the entire side salad that I never planned on eating anyway. Like, I just ordered to fool myself into thinking I was making a healthy choice for the 975th time in my life. It's always weird when the server asks what dressing you want on a side salad. I'm just going to start saying, like, you choose. It's coming immediately back to go in the trash anyway, so why don't you choose your least favorite dressing because it's not going to be eaten? But then it was the end of our meal, and I looked at the desserts, and they looked really good, and I was like, well, I do want to, like, try a dessert. And I still, like, even as an adult, I feel so guilty in a restaurant asking for dessert when I haven't finished my meal. Like, they come back, they're like, oh, okay, anything else? And I always ask, like, a bad kid, like, can I order some dessert? And I always ask because in, like, a just and true world, that server's to be like, no, you can't. Because you don't deserve it. No, you can't get dessert. Did you finish your fucking dinner?
Get out of the trenches of tedious tasks like managing order fulfillment and start growing your business with ShipStation. They'll help increase profitability by automating your workflow with their simple, easy-to-use dashboard. With it, you can pretty much do everything you need to quickly and easily. Update order information, print labels, compare rates, optimize shipments, and even set up automatic delivery notifications. And it doesn't matter where you sell. Amazon, Etsy, eBay, Shopify, ShipStation can integrate pretty much anywhere online. Another great thing about ShipStation? They can help reduce costs with industry-leading discounted rates from some of the biggest mail carriers. You might even be able to get up to 89% off USPS and UPS rates. So, make this year your most profitable one yet. Sign up for your free 30-day trial at ShipStation.com and use the code Spotify. That's ShipStation.com with the code Spotify.
And we are back. What a party. Oh
Man,
my
oh
gosh.
man.
Who's going to clean this up?
Not me, I'll tell you that. Not me.
Thank you to our DJs, Leo and Sergey. I hope they got home okay. I don't know where those two
I don't
went.
even know where they are.
They kind of
Wow.
ghosted. All of a sudden,
What-
the music just done.
Yeah.
And they were nowhere to be seen.
Sergey left his Jordans right by the door.
Did he?
He's out there barefoot.
Oh, those are my Jordans now.
You're going to cram your foot into a size 7 men's.
Sergey, very delicate.
Little feet.
Very little feet. I'd like to say thank you to my wife for the delectable recipe. Everyone enjoyed it. That was crazy.
The
What a
winning
good
recipe.
win.
We can say the
Winning
Yeah.
recipe. And Malcolm, way to pour in those chocolate chips and walnuts, dude.
I think that's
you
what
crushed
did
it.
it.
That's why I got
it's-
so sick the
Little
next
story.
day.
Yeah. He carries with him his classroom
Does
colds.
not know proper food handling procedure.
No, sir.
I'd also like to thank my friend Meg. Meg Lewis, she helped me make mine. She let me use her kitchen because it was bigger than mine, and so she had all the stuff. So thank you, Meggers. You're the bomb.
You need an industrial sized kitchen to pack in that much sugar.
yeah. Good. It got stodgy.
And if you're just listening to this for the first time, thank you for checking out our podcast.
Yeah.
So thanks to all the new
Absolutely.
listeners out
Gracias
there.
a ti.
Yeah, it don't work without you, especially those ones in Finland and in
We
Australia.
know you like the foreigners, but domestically, we appreciate you as well.
Well, I just think they're problematic, but whatever.
Paint with such a broad
Show
brush.
show
Such a
plugs.
broad brush.
Ron, sound the ding-a-ling for show plugs.
There is no dingling. Ron's working every night at this, and you're adding sound.
Ron, plug your dingling. Let's go.
I'll go first. I got a plug. I'm going to be at the Kansas City Comedy Club, the Comedy Club of Kansas City. I can't remember which way, but
one of the
Google
two.
that and Google me, and you'll find it. December 10th and 11th. I will be there, and I'm hope to see some GSTWs out there.
Nice. Get some barbecue.
Yeah, we'll see.
Get some Oklahoma Joes. Do it.
Andrew, don't tell me how to spend my time in Kansas
Do
City.
it. Well, there's only one thing to do, and that was it.
Stop. You just offended them out of coming to my show.
I have a new show I'm launching this
Great,
Friday.
I'm thrilled.
This Friday, right here in Denver. You don't have to go to Kansas City. Rice Comedy Theater. I'm putting on a show called Dungeon Party, where
you're finally
I
doing your
play,
BDSM
yeah,
stuff.
a lot of
Yeah,
whips.
cool.
No, the
yeah.
Dungeon Family, Outcast and Goody Mob, and I will come to that show. I will come to that show.
It's surprising that I'm part of it, but
Congratulations to you.
no, it's a show where comedians play Dungeons and Dragons based on audience suggestions. It's an interactive D&D show. We're going to have special guest comedians. It's down at Rise Comedy Theater this Friday, 9 p.m.
You
We're
gotta
going to have
go
the
see
ticket
that.
link
That sounds
in the
insane.
show notes.
That sounds amazing. Did Rise give you a 9-hour slot?
No, we're it's a 2-hour show.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's
Or
probably-
less.
So
Yeah.
you're just gonna like start the campaign.
Yeah. Just basically introduce the characters and then we'll wrap it up.
Big news for those listeners and those in the Colorado area or anybody who wants to travel. We're doing a live Grawlix Saves the World on December 30th at the world famous Bug Theater. We're going to be doing a live one. And I want to tease it. I'm going to say this is going to be a dark one, but it's going to be very funny. And I think it's going to scratch all the itches.
Put
you
on
all-
your black eyeliner and come out.
Yeah.
And there is a link to it in this episode show notes, so you can
Yes.
get your tickets now.
come and see
Hell
us.
yeah. You're asking yourself, do these guys have a Patreon? Great news. Yes, we do. Patreon.com/Grawlix Saves. There's all kinds of bonus stuff on there, including a pod within a pod called Boy Crazy, which is better than this pod. So back it for that reason alone.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, we know not everyone has the disposable income these days, especially in the holiday season, to back our silly asses on Patreon. But you can still contact us. You can still support us on social media. You can give us your own challenge ideas. You can rate and review us online. You can share our pod around. However you want to help out, we appreciate
And
it.
then when that check comes in, send us a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, eventually, I was just saying, like, we get it, not right
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
but
right now.
we will be
Few
calling
months,
you
whatever.
several times.
Why don't you tithe one on, huh? Am I right?
Nice.
Go ahead, Adam.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We love the reviews that you write, and that's a very good free way you can support us until you have money to give us. This is a brand new review by a guy named Jacob Traver.
Okay.
5 stars. So, Jake, thanks for that. Can I call you Jake? I feel close to him. He starts out immediately with a reference that we all know and love, sound the earnestness horn. This is without a doubt my favorite podcast. So Jacob has no doubt.
Yeah.
Thank you all for all of the entertainment. You guys are the best. When I tweet at you guys, you respond, and that is so cool. I hope to listen for years to come. Can't wait to see each of you when you come to Portland.
And we would love to come to Portland soon, so hopefully that'll happen. And thank you, Jacob. What a kind...
What a great
A
review.
little presumptuous to think we would let him sound the earnestness horn. I'm not going to lie, but
Presumption is something that we respect in this group.
as far as
That's what we want out of our fans.
as far as reviews,
You presume too much, and we appreciate it.
I would give that review a 4 out of 5. I would give that 5
no,
star
we're not
review
letting
a
you
4 out of
review the
5.
reviews anymore.
I would like to thank our producer, Ron Hollywood Doyle. Nice to have you at the GloboCorp party.
I mean, the
Thanks for
handshakes
all
don't
you
mean
do.
as much, but he
No.
does dispense them liberally.
He does that.
The palm
Oh,
tickle
yeah, the diddle.
with
The
middle
palm
finger.
diddle.
yeah,
Very
so
strange.
that's where he loses some of his credibility.
Holds eye contact while he does it, though, and it gets that credibility back.
And big thanks to Mike Henderson for helping record our live show at the Bug Theater. Very helpful. Our theme music is by the scrummy Charlie Continental.
Oh, I think he's scrummy indeed.
yes.
Not a bit stodgy.
Not a bit stodgy.
And,
What are we going to do next episode? It's number 50.
It is episode
Getting each other
5.
diamonds. That's the challenge. Diamond jewelry.
This is also going to be the last episode of the year. How fortuitous that episode number 50 also fell. How did we do that? A half centennial. You know, I got to say, I got an idea. I think a way that we can reflect back.
Okay.
You know?
A time machine.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
We're gonna build the time machine,
love it.
bro. But in the meantime, play us out, Charlie.